When Alec Baldwin tied the knot with yoga instructor Hilaria Baldwin in 2012, the tabloids thought they'd found the perfect Hollywood power couple. Instead, what the world actually got was a front-row seat to one of the strangest, most confusing sagas in modern celebrity culture. This wasn't your typical celebrity controversy filled with DUIs or rehab stints. Hilaria's claim to fame? A bizarre cocktail of vanishing accents, questionable Instagram choices, and a name change that still has the internet scratching its collective head. She isn't scandalous in the traditional sense. She's more like that one friend who tells stories so confusing, you start to wonder if you're the one losing your mind. Let's dig in. Accent gate, one cucumber at a time. Everyone's got an embarrassing moment caught on camera. For Hilaria, it was the day she forgot the English word for cucumber on live TV. While demonstrating a recipe, she looked at the vegetable and asked, "How do you say cucumber?" In flawless English, no less. Cue the collective internet gasp. The clip spread faster than a TikTok dance challenge, but it wasn't the first time people noticed something odd. Shortly after marrying Alec, Hilaria sat down for an interview with Good Morning America, speaking with a distinctly Spanish lilt. Nothing unusual, lots of people have accents. But only a few weeks later, in another interview with Extra, her accent had evaporated entirely. Poof, gone like a magician's rabbit. And this became a pattern. Sometimes she leaned into the Spanish inflection, other times she sounded like she'd just ordered a coffee at Dunkin' Donuts in Boston. On her family reality show, The Baldwins, she finally addressed it. She was raised bilingual, she explained, and she genuinely loves speaking both English and Spanish. Depending on the setting, she sometimes slips into one language more than the other. That explanation works, to a point. But then genealogy Twitter entered the chat. The DNA plot twist. In 2020, an amateur genealogist pulled up Hilaria's ancestry records and dropped the receipts. English, Irish, French-Canadian, German, and Slovak. Not a drop of Spanish in sight. It wasn't malicious, more like a digital side quest gone viral. But once comedian Amy Schumer got wind of it, the situation went from awkward to meme-worthy. Schumer poked fun at Hilaria from Boston, and the internet exploded. It was the perfect storm. A celebrity yoga teacher, an inconsistent accent, and a paper trail leading right back to New England. Cue the jokes, the think pieces, and the hashtags. Hillary becomes Hilaria. If that wasn't confusing enough, it turned out Hilaria wasn't even her original name. According to court records, she was born Hillary Lynn Hayward Thomas. In 2010, just 2 years before marrying Alec, she legally changed it to Hilaria. The reveal fueled the narrative that she'd been performing a Spanish identity. But Hilaria's explanation was surprisingly chill. She told the New York Times she'd gone by Hillary until around 2009, but her family and friends had called her Hilaria for years. She insisted it wasn't about hiding her past, it was just a preference. On Instagram, she doubled down, saying, "It's basically the same name, just a few letters different. Whatever you want to call me, I'll respond." Fair point. After all, Bill and William get a pass, so why not Hillary and Hilaria? Still, the timing, changing it just before marrying into Hollywood royalty, kept the conspiracy fires burning. Alec's Instagram plea. Nothing says romance in 2023 like asking strangers on the internet to follow your wife. For Hilaria's birthday, Alec posted a heartfelt plea to Instagram. As a gift, or even just a gesture to my wife, would you follow her on Instagram? Forget diamonds or a surprise vacation. Alec's idea of the ultimate present was inflating her follower count past 1 million. And yet, despite the desperate call to action, it didn't work. Her follower count still hovers just under the milestone. 2 years later, she's stuck in the dreaded 900,000s, like a YouTuber whose subscriber button just won't turn gold. The lap photo. She is baby. When Alec's Rust manslaughter charges were dropped in April 2023, the Baldwin household must have been overwhelmed with relief. Most people would celebrate with champagne, maybe even a family dinner. Hilaria? She posted a photo curled up in Alec's lap, fetal position style. The picture sparked immediate reactions. Jezebel described it perfectly. She is baby. It was a strange pose considering Alec was the one facing charges, and they already have plenty of actual babies at home. But then again, the Baldwins don't exactly do subtle. The yoga studio lawsuit. Hilaria's life isn't just confusing online, even her day job has had its drama. Back in 2013, while teaching a yoga class at New York's Yoga Vita, a student named Spencer Wolf fell into a window, badly cutting his leg. He sued, claiming the studio was dangerously overcrowded. Fair enough, a lawsuit is stressful. But Wolf later told Page Six that when he ran into Hilaria afterward, she scolded him for the trauma she endured from the lawsuit. Yes, the woman who didn't crash through glass or bleed out on a yoga mat felt she was the true victim. It's the kind of plot twist you'd expect in a sitcom episode, not real life. The Great Cat Rebellion. Then there's the cat saga. If marriage is about compromise, the Baldwins might need a refresher. Early in their relationship, Alec revealed he was severely allergic to cats, as in hospitalized for asthma allergic. For most people, that would end the cat conversation immediately. Not Hilaria. She went out and got 4 cats. Every corner Alec turned, another cat was waiting to trigger his immune system. He tells the story for laughs now, but honestly, it reads more like a hostage situation. Surprise, honey! Here's a furry death trap. Why the internet can't stop watching. People can't stop watching Hilaria Baldwin because she embodies the perfect storm of celebrity absurdity. She's not harmful or traditionally scandalous, but endlessly baffling. From an accent that shifts unpredictably, to a conveniently timed name change, to Instagram antics that feel like outtakes from a sitcom, and even a house full of cats despite a severe allergy, every detail of her life seems oddly specific and irresistibly entertaining. It isn't about villainy, it's about the peculiar low-stakes drama that keeps the internet fascinated. Identity in the social media era. Part of the fascination also comes from what Hilaria represents, the blurry lines of identity in the social media age. Online, you can be whoever you want. Add a filter here, a name change there, a different accent depending on the vibe. The internet doesn't care until someone notices. Hilaria isn't the first to reinvent herself, but she's one of the few who got caught in the act mid-rebrand. And because of her marriage to Alec, the whole world noticed. The Baldwin reality show we didn't ask for. Since marrying Alec in 2012, Hilaria Baldwin has become a one-woman reality show. From Cucumber Gate to the infamous lap photo, she continues to confuse, entertain, and exasperate the public in equal measure. Maybe that's her true talent. Not yoga, not cooking demos, but keeping everyone talking. In an era where fame is measured in clicks, comments, and chaos, Hilaria has mastered the art of being unavoidably interesting. Will she ever clear up the accent debate? Will Alec ever hit 1 million followers as a birthday gift? Will the cats finally win? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, we'll all keep watching. And that, folks, is the wild, confusing, and oddly entertaining saga of Hilaria Baldwin. If you had a laugh or learned something new today, make sure to hit that like and don't forget to subscribe. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Hilaria is unfairly criticized, or do you think the internet has her pegged? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them all. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay entertained.